Hello guys and welcome to the Sports Corner YouTube channel for a mouth-watering clash in the Champions League. It pits PSG against Manchester City in the semi-final with a place in the final at stake between these two sides. The first leg looks very, very tasty. And we've already got a few people in the comments. Jacob was here very early and about an hour early and says, first, hi guys. Hey Jacob, hope you're doing okay. Kyle is in the building as always. Hey Kyle. And I'm doing fine, thank you very much. I'm just looking forward to a good game of football. But first things first, PSG versus Manchester City. Whack your predictions in the comments. That way. Whack your predictions in the comments that way. We'll bring them up on screen down here. We'll have a little chat about them. But we'll straight away, let's go into the teams. You can see them on the bottom of the ticker. The teams as followed. PSG, a very, very different team for them, of course. They've got a few injuries, especially the fullbacks, of course. Marquinhos comes back into the side, which is massive for them. So for PSG, it is Keylor Navas, Baka, Kimpembe, Marquinhos, and Florenzi as a back four. Idrissa Gueye and Paredes as those sitting two CDM centre-mid type of players. Verratti in front of them, a little bit more advanced. Neymar and Di Maria obviously flanking Mbappe. And I mean, it's pretty much going to be wing-backs versus wingers tonight because those wingers for PSG have been magisterial in the Champions League this season. But for Manchester City, they've got a very strong squad of their own. It's probably two of the best sides in the world going at it tonight. Manchester City, Ederson, Walker, Diaz, Stones and Cancelo. Conventional back four they play. Rodrigo and Gundogan and Bernardo Silva probably as a midfield free. Mahrez on the right, potentially Foden on the left and De Bruyne up front. We see those sort of things as well. Substitutes, Stefan, Trafford, Ake, Jesus, Sterling, Aguero's on the bench. Zinchenko, Laporte, who got the winner in the Carabao Cup final. Ferran Torres, Mendy, Fernandinho and Garcia. So pretty much... And for PSG, I'll name the substitute as well. Rico, Dagbert, Diallo, Kehrer, Kurzawa, Danilo Pereira, Draxler, Herrera, Rafinha, Icardi, Keane, and Sarabia. I mean, very strong benches from both sides. We could probably see some substitutes come on later on into the game and potentially make a massive impact on the game. The likes of Aguero, the likes of Sterling, Jesus, Icardi, Sarabia, those types of players can come off the bench in these types of games. And hopefully we don't get a ball fest because I cannot be asked sitting here for 95 minutes, 100 minutes, dawdling and playing on my thumbs because I do not know what to fucking say when there's nothing happening. But like I said, boys, predictions in the comments. We'll have a chat about them. We've got a few comments. Really want PSG to thrash City, but if City get as many chances as Bayern and take them, it could be ugly. Hope not 4-2 PSG is what Kyle's going for. Jacob says, come on, PSG, down the City. Yeah, I mean, I'd like PSG to go all the way, to be fair. I'm Grand Jacob, thanks, how are you? I'm good, mate. Oh, wait, lol. Everyone's talking in the chat. We love an active chat because it makes my job a little bit easier. So I can talk to you guys can talk to me. And we could just have a little chat about the football. I mean, I'm here to talk about the football, give some professional analysis on it. I'm no professional at all. I'm just telling you what my opinion is as I'm watching the game. But this game should be getting underway in about a minute. And Will Pete's in the building. He says Mbappe is going to have him on spaghetti legs. I mean, if John Stones plays anything like the John Stones that we know, and not the John Stones of this season, it could be spaghetti legs John Stones. Manchester City apparently lining up as a 4-3-3 with a false nine like they normally do. But Bernardo Silva is that false nine tonight, apparently, with De Bruyne coming to the left side of midfield. I'm not sure how they played in the Carabao Cup final. Didn't watch that match. Jacob says, I'm a Man U fan. I'm also a Man United fan. So I'd probably hope to see Man City losing this. But to be fair, I just want an entertaining game of football. My prediction for this game, I'm going to go for 2-1 PSG. I think they'll just pip it. I think it'll be one of those nights where Mbappe and Neymar show their talent again, as they did in the first leg against Bayern Munich. But like Kyle said earlier, this comment was really, really good. And it just showed because PSG, they were tested by Bayern Munich a lot. They let them have a lot of the ball. They let them have a lot of chances in that first leg where they beat them 3-2. And it could be similar because Manchester City are very good defensively as well. They might not be able to get counter-attacked on as easily. We've seen it, though, this season. A lot of times, Manchester City struggle to cope with that counter-attack with the pace of and the likes of Mbappe, Di Maria and Neymar on the break. Hopefully, PSG can cause them some problems. But we are about to get underway with this game. So I've gone for 2-1 PSG. Kyle's gone 4-2 PSG. Everyone's going for PSG to win. Nobody likes Man City, do they? Any City fans in the chat, do put your comments in. Just stick your predictions in. But this game is underway, and Manchester City have won a throw on the left-hand side earlier on in the game. Actually, it's PSG who've won a throw in their right-back position inside the first 15 seconds. I mean, it's important for both of these teams not to make any early mistakes. Stuff like that. Get your foot on the ball, get a little bit calm, and then start to play some football. But, of course, PSG got off to a massively fast start against Bayern Munich. And Mbappe's received the ball, and Verratti out to Neymar on the left-hand side, inside Man City's half, always looking to create, and he gets the ball to Mbappe, who's on the wing. John Stones does well to marshal him, though, and then boot it downfield to Mahrez, who's under pressure, and wins a throw-in against a very inexperienced left-back tonight in Mitchell Bakker. Of course, he's not really played that much football this season, starting for PSG. He played a few times in the group stages, I know, against the likes of Man United, come off the bench a few times, and RB Leipzig. But it's going to be a very tough night for him, I think, tonight. Against Bernardo Silva, maybe Mahrez, De Bruyne drifts out there as well, up against possibly Kyle Walker as well. It could be a difficult night for him. But then on the other side, it could be a difficult night for Kyle Walker and João Cancelo, keeping Di Maria and Neymar quiet. And then Rodri and Gundogan have got the task of keeping that midfield three of Paredes, Verratti, and Idrissa Gana Gueye. They've kind of both got a similar role, to be fair, because it's Idrissa Gueye and Paredes as a two. But I'm going to stop because De Bruyne's advanced with the ball and he's found Foden, left-hand side of the penalty area. Back to Cancelo. Here's Gundogan. Back to Rodri. Man City's first real time inside PSG's half. And Rodri's been robbed. And Mbappe, it's a 3-on-2. And Kylian Mbappe passes it to Neymar, who takes a touch and shoots. And Ederson is equal to it. I mean, but there, exactly what I said. On the counter-attack, PSG, it is Pep's worst nightmare. The commentators just said it is probably Pep's worst nightmare because he is in behind so fast, Kylian Mbappe, and it was nicked off the feet of Rodri, who was dawdling on the ball, straight up the other side of the field, quick as a flash, and Neymar kind of snapped at the shot, didn't catch it all, and the ball ended up in the hands of Ederson, who had to make quite a simple save, to be fair, in the end. Jacob says 5-0 PSG. I mean, if it's 5-0 PSG, I'll be laughing, but I can't really see it being 5-0 PSG, to be honest. But Manchester City do have the ball inside PSG's half again, and it could be similar sort of style as PSG enforced in that game against Bayern Munich. Of course, sit back, soak the pressure up, hit them on the counter when you can. Manchester City, we know they like to dominate possession and build up and score beautiful goals. It's tiki-taka style of play, how Pep Guardiola has been so successful over the years. It's not been a good start by Rodri. It's a neat pass by Bernardo Silva, though. And here's Mahrez into a little bit of space. Goes in, plays it to De Bruyne. Good defending back there by Marquinhos. And then Mitchell Bakker smacks it off Bernardo Silva and gets out of play for a goal kick. But there, I mean, you've seen both the attacks from both sides, the dangers of both the attacks as well. I mean, it's a very, very, it's a high-quality game. You can tell straight from the off it's a high-quality game. Superstars all over the pitch. And it started very similar to how that Bayern Munich and PSG game started. Of course, we are only 3 minutes in. PSG actually scored their first goal, I believe, in the 4th minute against Bayern Munich through Kylian Mbappe. And they are building up in the midfield. Verratti takes a nice touch and Di Maria to Idrissa Gana Gueye, who spots a lovely ball to Florenzi on the overlap. And Florenzi tries to pick a ball to the back post to Mbappe, but it's going to go over the head of the Frenchman, and Kyle Walker's volleying it away upfield. But like I said, it started so quick, this game. 4 minutes in, both sides. You can tell they're on top form. They're both high quality. Both want to control the tempo of this game, and that's going to be a foul. Oh, no foul by Verratti. The referee tells him to get back up. And the ball with Bakker and Mbappe into the midfield for just Gana Gueye, back to Kimpembe. And now PSG can get the ball a little bit, pass it around, get their foot on the ball for the first time. But they have been threatening, I'd say, when they do look to go forward. That's a good pass from Kimpembe to Mbappe. Daz says, evening, Kieren. How are you doing? Hope City get beat 3-0. Another person who wants City to get beat. I'm doing all right, Daz. I hope you are as well. Bernardo Silva's done really well there. And De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva left it for Riyad Mahrez. It's hooked upfield by Mitchell Bakker. And Rodri's been caught again, but Stones has done well to recover from De Bruyne. And the boots are flying in left, right and centre here. This is going to be a good game to watch. I think regardless of the scoreline, because of the two teams and how they set up, it's going to be a good game to watch. But here they come again, Manchester City with Kevin De Bruyne over to Riyad Mahrez. It's a good touch by Riyad Mahrez. Up against Verratti. He's got really no support. He had to cut back and find Kyle Walker. And here's Rodri, who started off a little bit shakily for Manchester City. And here's Gundogan now. Poor pass, and Mahrez, if it was a better one, he would have been in behind and probably had a shooting chance at goal. But Pochettino, of course, he knows all about Manchester City. Beat him a couple of years ago in the quarterfinals of the UCL. Beat him with Tottenham, of course, with that Llorente goal. But yeah, how's everyone doing tonight? I mean, everyone looks like they're doing fine. Jacob, Daz, Kyle, Will, everyone's doing all right. Everyone's looking forward to this game. I think out of the two semi-finals, no offense to Real Madrid or Chelsea, but this was the one where people were thinking like, yeah, this is it. There's Rodri coming forward with it now. It's Cancelo. Sorry about that, boys. Rowan just delivering my tea for me. Got some chips, got some sausages. That ball over the top is into the hands of Edison. I don't really think I've missed out. I'm here. I just went to get me tea. Rowan delivered me tea for me. I didn't realise my door were unlocked. Door were locked, sorry. So I had to go unlock it. I am back though. I'm here. I don't think I missed much. It's still 0-0 for still 0. I can see on the screen. Still 0-0. But yeah, if you see me dipping down here, because I'm picking my chips up off the floor because I want to eat them. Well, not off the floor. They're in wrapper, in the fish and chip wrapper. Packaging. That's the word. To go passing to midfield by Mahrez to Cancelo. Ball outfield to Phil Foden now. Here's Kevin De Bruyne. Here's Rodri out to Bernardo Silva. Now Mahrez. Mahrez inside. Still Mahrez. Looking for the cross, but he thought about it and then decided to go back to Kyle Walker, who's in turn gone sideways to Ruben Dias. And then here's João Cancelo. Manchester City pinning PSG back in their own half at the moment. And Idrissa Gueye's done really well there. Neymar looking for Idrissa Gueye, and it's going to be cleared downfield by Rodri. Open this gravy as well. Oh, going to enjoy this tea, lads. So yeah, apologies if you don't want to see me eating. It's just chips. That's all I'm eating. But yeah, 9 minutes into the game. And there's John Stones inside PSG's half. I think Manchester City have definitely started the better of the sides. It's been a difficult one to call for clear-cut chances. There's not really been many in the first 9 minutes. I think, if any, to be fair. Maybe here's Kyle Walker, though, coming over the ball. Driving into midfield, still going. Brilliant tackle by Paredes. And then again against Gundogan. And then Kyle Walker goes in again. I think that might be a yellow card. That was a nasty one by Kyle Walker on Paredes. Don't think it is going to be a yellow card, but he took it too far, Kyle Walker, into the midfield, trying to do what João Cancelo does, and Paredes does a really good tackle. Then the loose ball, he gets another great tackle against Gundogan. And Pep Guardiola is absolutely furious with Kyle Walker, who's now down on the floor, gasping holding his groin. I think he's got something wrong with him. And I thought we only saw the takeaway hour with Kale. Oh, no, it's all 4 of us. We have the takeaway hour all the time, trust me. It just happens to be when we're streaming, we have a takeaway. No, it's complete coincidence, Kyle. But yeah, I mean, I ordered some cheesy chips and they didn't have any cheese. I was like, how the fuck don't you have cheese? How the fuck do they run out of cheese? There's a Tesco literally next to their store. Go get the cheese. But instead of giving me cheesy chips, they give me a large chip. So I was like, I want it to be cheesy chips though. Do you know what I mean? But oh well. We're all roommates. We are all roommates. That's a good pass. Mara's on the right-hand side. Up against Kimpembe. Done really well. Mitchell Backer's done really well to win the ball back there. And is Paredes into Di Maria. Not really seen much of Marco Verratti yet in this game. Neymar's picking it up in the middle of the park. Good pass through to Di Maria. Takes it past one and it's a good tackle by Rodri. It's Ruben Dias actually. Di Maria picks up on the left hand side, slips over. Still with Di Maria though. Tries to go past a couple of players, uses skill. He's still got the ball. Does eventually win a corner for his side. Great work by Angel Di Maria there. Great work by Angel Di Maria there to win his side the corner. And Neymar there, dropping into the hole, picking the ball up. Plays it's such a straightforward pass. He just rolls it off his foot into Di Maria. Lovely pass. And I mean, his playmaking abilities have really got better, I think, over the last couple of years, Neymar. He's whipped that corner into the back stick. And it's actually dropped for Kylian Mbappe. Still got the ball. Lays it off. And it's a shot from Florenzi. And it's come back all the way to Bacca. Had some venom in the shot from Florenzi. It was blocked by Verratti. Here's Neymar to lovely pick by Neymar! And it's a great save by Edison. Fantastic save by Edison after the deflection as well. Neymar picks it up on the left-hand side corner of the box, drives inside, hits it. I'm going to stop now because Neymar's still got the ball. Lovely skill by the Brazilian. Puts it in. The cross into the box is not a good one, but it's still not clear. Kimpembe tries to dink it to Mbappe, but it's headed away. And Manchester City breathe a massive sigh of relief there. I mean, so skillful on the ball, Neymar. He is so good to watch. You saw him there in such a tight space, got out of there so easily with 2 simple touches of the football. Bang, bang. He was out of that tight situation in between 2 players, had the shot off, and via the deflection, Edison makes a really good save to keep this game at 0-0. 13 minutes in, though, it's been a really good start to this game. The tempo's high. Both teams are attacking. Both teams obviously want to go and win this first leg. Neither team settling for the draw in the first leg and saying go for it in the second leg. I've seen signs from both sides in the first 13 minutes that both these teams are going on to win this game, which is exactly what you want from a first leg tie. It's a fantastic ball over the top to Florenzi. Back to Mbappe, there, edge of the area. Thinks about the shot. Dawdles with it a little bit. Comes back outside the area. Man City get the reinforcements back. It is Di Maria who shoots, so it's going to take a deflection and go out of play for another corner to PSG on the opposite side, this time on the right. PSG piling the pressure on right now, though. After sitting deep and sitting on the ball a little bit for 10 minutes, it hits the head of Rodri and whacks itself over the crossbar out of play for a corner kick. And I mean, after defending for the first 10 minutes, Paris Saint-Germain have really come out of the shell, and now they are the team on top. As I said, Manchester City were the team on top earlier. Paris Saint-Germain are definitely the team on top now. And this corner is going to be whipped into the box. Got Kimpembe and Marquinhos in there. Paredes is in there. Mbappe is in there as well. Di Maria is going to be the one to take this one. An in-swinger from the right-hand side. Going to be stopped. There's a little bit of scrapping in the box going on. Hands all over the place. Here comes the corner from Di Maria. It's whipped into the box. It's flicked on and flicked in. It is an absolutely fabulous header by Marquinhos. And it's advantage to Paris Saint-Germain. It is a wonderful delivery from Angel Di Maria. Oh, it's absolutely phenomenal. You cannot defend against deliveries like that. It is pinpoint accurate onto the head of Marquinhos. I said he was there in the box. I said he was a threat. And Manchester City pay from a set play that was probably avoidable. And it's such a good cross. It's the cross that makes the goal. From the corner, in swinger, like I said, left foot. It's curling all the way. The ball's on the swerve. And Marquinhos, all he has to do is connect with the ball. And it goes in. And he is such a massive big game player, Marquinhos. And he's not the tallest player either, but he gets himself free and plants a fantastic header into the bottom left-hand corner of the net. Nothing at all Edison can do about that one. But PSG take the lead, and I'm going to say they've deserved it. It is a fantastic start for the French champions. And Pochettino, I mean, he's not showing that he's delighted. He probably is buzzing down deep, and he might be on the verge of knocking Manchester City out of the Champions League again. Advantage Paris Saint-Germain in the first leg, 1-0, Marquinhos. 15 minutes in as well. Like I said, good start to the game. Hopefully we get more of this, because that first 15 minutes was absolutely incredible football from both sides. That's a good ball by Gundogan, though. There's Cancelo. Foden couldn't get there. Then Marquinhos to Di Maria. Oh, Di Maria's lost it to Cancelo. Back to Gundogan. I have to go all the way back. No, he isn't. He's gone inside to Rodri. Good pass by Gundogan, but Rodri goes back instead. It is John Stones. To Bernardo Silva. Here's Riyad Mahrez. Over to Rodri. Now Kyle Walker to Mahrez. It's Kyle Walker again. I'm just go backwards. And Man City now, of course, they need to come out of the shell. 1-0 is not a bad result to lose by any sense of the imagination, but of course they'll probably want that away goal to take back to the Etihad. And something to hang on to be fair. Because if PSG get a couple more, could be tie over in the first leg. But I can't see Manchester City not scoring in this game. That's offside. That's going to go out of play though. It's a poor pass from Kyle Walker. Goes out of play for a throw-in. Everyone's buzzing with that goal as well. Look at this in the chat. Jacobs gets in there. Kyle, yes, gets in. And Neymar doing some defending in his own box. Fantastic switch of play to Florenzi, who takes it in his stride well and glides away from his man. There's Di Maria to adjust a gear. Good pass into midfield for Verratti. Turns really well, keeps the ball. Good tackle by Mahrez in there, though. And Mahrez robbed by Neymar. That's a foul. I mean, I thought Neymar technically won the ball fairly against Riyad Mahrez, but he goes down. And it's free kick given against the Brazilian. Yeah, it was a foul. Looking at it again, looking at it closer, it was a foul by Neymar. Right decision by the referee. Both teams so high tempo, though, in the opening 18 minutes of this game. I mean, I've been sat here for 18 minutes. It feels like I've only been sat here for a few minutes, honestly. It's been a really, really good game. Played in the middle of the park, of course, a lot with two high-tempo teams like this. Here's Kyle Walker, though. Back out to John Stones and Rodri. Manchester City just building it up from the back down the left-hand side now with Ruben Dias. Here's João Cancelo. I mean, PSG pressing really well here, closing all the gaps to those Manchester City players, so they can't play through the lines like Pep Guardiola wants to do. Of course, there's no real pass on for Rodri here, so he goes long. And to be fair, it's a really good pass to Riyad Mahrez, who's wide on the right, up against Mitchell Bakker. Gets away from him, gets onto his left foot, finds De Bruyne, puts a lovely first-time crossing, which is headed away by Kimpembe. And then Rodri heads it away. And again, Manchester City come again with De Bruyne. Here's Bernardo Silva to Rodri in the midfield. Move out to number 9. There's nobody really to hold the ball for Manchester City. There's Phil Foden. Gundogan. Back out to Cancelo, who delivered one to the back stick. Lucky for Bernardo Silva! And Navas had to make the save. I mean, he's done really well to reach that Bernardo Silva. What a pass from João Cancelo. What a cross that is. Mitchell Bakker switched off. And Bernardo Silva poking a foot at it at the back stick. Keylor Navas has to make the save at his near post. But it's a corner for Manchester City. It's Riyad Mahrez to take it from the left-hand side. It's another in-swinger. That ball's not in the quadrant. But here it comes anyway, regardless. Mahrez whips a lovely delivery and it's headed away by the goal scorer, Marquinhos. It's going to be a throw-in at the halfway line for Manchester City. City building up from the back again. I mean, there's no real panic for him because the goal did go in so early. But this is where the panic starts to set in as they lose the ball in midfield and Mbappe. It's a bit of a slow pass and Verratti has to take a couple of touches of the ball. And here's Mitchell Bakker to Verratti. To Bakker again. I mean, he looks a little bit sloppy, Bakker. I mean, he's only 20, of course. He just looks a little bit of a yard off the pace. Here comes PSG again, though. Florenzi's got a lot of room on that right-hand side whenever he gets the ball. And here's Di Maria to Neymar. Florenzi tried the back heel to Neymar. It's cleared away. And good feet by Rodri in there, and he's lost it. Foul by Florenzi, though. This has been a really good match so far. 22 minutes in. It's been a fantastic game. Definitely a foul by Florenzi there on Rodri. And Verratti, I said he were a little bit quiet earlier in the game. Every time he gets on the ball now, he's so intricate with his feet. And he knows exactly where his teammates are going to be all the time. And here's Phil Foden picking the ball up really for the first time, trying to drive past Florenzi. Does well, the Italian against Phil Foden. Florenzi looks really sharp tonight at that right back because he looks switched on. Here's just a gear to Neymar in the middle. There's Neymar again. Taken down by De Bruyne. That's a foul. Neymar's rolling about on the floor again after taking a little tumble. Oh, it was beautiful. Stuck the ball through the legs of Kevin De Bruyne and then was fouled by the Belgian. Free kick PSG on the halfway line. There's Di Maria on the right-hand side to Neymar. Verratti back to Di Maria. Tries to play the early one for Mbappe. It's headed away and it's not cleared by John Stones. I think it was Ruben Dias actually who had that poor clearance and Neymar picked up, tried to dink it over to Mbappe, but Ederson came off his line quickly. But another poor moment in play for Manchester City there with Ruben Dias as well. Been so solid all year. "25 minutes in to the first half of this game. Still loads of time left for Manchester City to get something. And they are coming forward with João Cancelo out to Ilkay Gundogan. Cancelo. It's a poor pass and closed down by just against. Lovely work by Bakker there to get it ahead of Mahrez. And here come PSG again with Neymar. Just again again. Neymar swivels on the ball, plays a lovely ball out to Mitchell Bakker if he can keep it in, and he can. Left-hand side, Doesn't really know where to pass it. He's got Neymar making a really good inside run. John Craig says, big up the channel. Indeed, big up the channel. Subscribe if you are new. Leave a like. Plenty more stuff to come on the channel. We'll talk about that at half-time in the watch-along video. Thank you very much, John, for that. But, I mean, Neymar looks like he's playing on a school playground out there. He's getting far too much of the ball, and he is absolutely... Every time he gets the ball, he looks very dangerous, which is, of course, not what Manchester City want. Here's Di Maria picking the ball up inside Manchester City's half. Here's Verratti. Back to Di Maria. Back to Verratti. It's lovely, intricate play by Manchester City. By PSG, sorry. Verratti out to Florenzi. Picks his time, and it's going to be another corner on that right-hand side where the actual goal came from in the first place. And another chance for PSG to recreate the first goal. Di Maria whips it again. And it was a really good cross again, so close to the keeper. Ederson takes no chances, punches it out. Goes out to play for a corner on the other side. I think it's going to be Neymar to take this one, though. Well, the commentators are talking about a potential VAR penalty check. I mean, I think the penalty check's been over. We've not even seen the replay of what it was potentially for. I'm not sure what's happening, if it's gone or if it's still going on, the VAR check. Well, the check's over. It's just been the commentator just said nothing spotted. Neymar's going to whip this corner in. It's another good delivery, and it's headed wide by Paredes. Near post. It's a fantastic delivery again. Goes over the head of Kyle Walker. And it's so close to nestling into that top left-hand corner. It just goes a few inches wide of the post. It's a good chance again for PSG. Look, threatening, and Ederson had to get that out quickly. I mean, they cut the camera back. I think a poor back pass had Ederson hurrying, and he slid the ball out of play on the other side for a throw into PSG. Manchester City on the back foot massively in this game, which is something they'll be unfamiliar with. Florenzi's been caught here though. Cancelo, poor pass, and here come again with throwing on the right hand side. I mean, and we're nearly 30 minutes into this game, and I mean, there's been only one side that seems to have shown up in the last 15 or so minutes. I mean, Manchester City have not been with it at all. The tempo's high, of course. That you can see that they're such a top team, but I think PSG at the moment are nullifying them fantastically and counteracting their strengths so well right now. But Manchester City can flick it on like a switch. And that's going to be a foul by Baka on Mahrez on the right-hand side of the PSG half. See if Manchester City can do something here with this ball. Kieren, you have to win tomorrow. We do have to win tomorrow, Daz, you're right. Well, technically, we don't have to win tomorrow. As long as we win the aggregate, then yeah. But I'd like us to win tomorrow, yeah. But I think they're going to whip this in, Manchester City. It's going to be the first chance to really get a ball into the box. Like I said, it's wide right of the pitch. About maybe, it's a long way out, 35, 40 yards on the right-hand side. It's going to be whipped by either De Bruyne or Mahrez. I mean, everyone's gone up for it. Bar Kyle Walker, and I think someone else is back there as well. And here comes Riyad Mahrez over the ball. De Bruyne whips that one in. It's curling to the back post. Navas punches it away. Picked up by... Gundogan's going to let it run out of play for a throw-in. Rodri does well to hold off Idrissa Gueye. And go forward with the ball, but he loses it to Paredes. Here's Mbappe. First real time we've seen him, and he bursts past one over someone else and then gets taken out by João Cancelo. And that's going to be a yellow card for João Cancelo. I mean, Mbappe's going nowhere. I feel like that ball was going out of play. And João Cancelo just hacks him down. Yellow card for him, and it's a silly yellow for João Cancelo to concede. You must win on Sunday. Again, it's not a must-win game. We're quite comfortable. We're not going to win the league. We'll stay in the top 4. It's not a must-win game, to be fair. Of course, I'd like to win. I just don't think it's a must-win. But Paris Saint-Germain threatening as they usually do. And they've been the better side in the first 30 minutes of the game. And Manchester City started well. PSG on the back foot for about 10 minutes. But ever since the goal, it's pretty much been all PSG. I mean, they've nullified this. That's a poor pass from Navas, though. And here's Foden. Inside the box. Dinks to the back post. Mahrez, his header! And Marquinhos had a high foot. The City players are calling for a high foot. I think it was Paredes. Oh, that's a foul by Kyle Walker on Neymar. And we're going to see this again. Oh, that's the foul on Neymar. Keylor Navas, poor pass out. Foden picks it up on the right-hand side. Plays a crossing. It's a little bit far away. Mahrez heads it, and Paredes with a high foot. It is a high foot, to be fair, but I feel like he gets the ball comfortably without really getting near Bernardo Silva's head. The Man City players... There's Di Maria. The first real time we've seen PSG caught out, though, at the back, and it was Man City, quick as a flash with Phil Foden, and then the header from Mahrez cleared away by Paredes, pretty much off the head of Bernardo Silva by a few inches. It's good football by PSG on the left-hand side with Neymar to Verratti. Bacca. This is fantastic football. Neymar's in a lot of space in there. Gets away from Gundogan. Here's Di Maria. To Florenzi. Ball in. Diaz away. Di Maria takes it down and hits it on the spin. It's against the chest of Foden. Then Kevin De Bruyne trying to get away from 3 or 4 players. Loses the ball to Idrissa Gana Gueye. It's really good football and pressing by PSG here. Here's Di Maria. Back to Marquinhos. Good pass inside to Verratti. Verratti over the top. Kylian Mbappe takes a test. He let it run. It's going to come back to Bacca. It's a good block by Stones. And volleyed away by by Rodri. And the header back, that's a poor one. Navas has got to come and chase it. And Kimpembe. And Verratti. And Verratti looks absolutely unplayable in that midfield. It's a good pass from Idrissa Gana Gueye. Here's Di Maria. Takes it away from Foden and Cancelo. Fantastic from Di Maria. Finds Neymar's poor touch. But Angel Di Maria and PSG look absolutely class at the moment. What a game of football this has been so far. 33 minutes in. The quality is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, these two, you can tell why they're the 2 best teams potentially in the world at this moment in time. And I mean, you can see why Man City are going to win the league and why PSG are potentially going to win the league. I know they've been a little bit stinky, but in the Champions League, they've been fantastic ever since the probably the 3rd or 4th game in the group stage. Ever since then, they've been fantastic. And here comes João Cancelo as well. Here's Gundogan. João Cancelo picks a ball out, tries to switch it to Mahrez. He's not going to be able to get to that. And Manchester City at the moment are being outclassed. And I'm not going to lie, it's quite fun to watch because this is exactly what they do to teams. They manipulate and they nullify what they're good at, and then they pounce on them. And PSG have done exactly that against Manchester City today. And I mean, fair play PSG, but they need to try and get another goal while they're on top to really take advantage of this vulnerable Manchester City team, I'm going to say right now. Because they do look vulnerable every time PSG come forward. That's a fantastic pass from Florenzi. Di Maria's going to come to it. And Ederson swipes at the ball. It's going to go out of play for a throw-in, that, I think. It's a long ball forward by Florenzi. Di Maria would have been in down the right-hand side. Ederson comes flying out, goes to kick it, completely swipes his kick out and tries to save it from going for a throw-in. Instead ends up volleying out of play for a throw-in about 2 yards further down. So, I mean, it's poor from him. Here's Florenzi, though. Tries to play the ball to Mbappe. Good sliding challenge from Diaz in there. And here's Rodri to Bernardo Silva. Here's Kyle Walker. Out to Mahrez on the right-hand side. Inside his own half. Decides to drive. Bernardo Silva. If you look at the attempts, 9 for PSG, 4 on target. 2 for City, 1 on target, which was that Bernardo Silva chance earlier in the game. PSG, though, had the pick of the bunch. I mean, they're winning 1-0 thanks to the corner and the goal from Marquinhos. But it's been a good game, I think. I think it's been fun to watch. 36 minutes in. It's been that's a poor pass from Cancelo. And Idrissa Gana Gueye does really well. Here's Verratti. Turns away from Gundogan. Here's Neymar. Away from Kyle Walker. Di Maria. Neymar again. Flicks it to Mbappe. Up against Diaz. Verratti, Mbappe. Good defending by Diaz. Poor touch by De Bruyne, though. And then Paredes and Angel Di Maria tried to play a 1-2. Mahrez is there to intercept it, and Diaz. And maybe Manchester City can hit them on the counter here of their own. Here's De Bruyne. They've got a 3-on-4, though. I mean, in favour of PSG. De Bruyne has to hold the ball up, takes it in his stride and finds Phil Foden on the left. Nobody in the box, of course. Here's Kevin De Bruyne again to Rodri. Rodri back to De Bruyne. Here's João Cancelo. I mean, Manchester City just dawdling about a bit at the back at the moment. De Bruyne, though, inside the box. Plays the ball across and Bakker have to smack it away. Out for a corner, though. And the first real time we've seen Kevin De Bruyne impact the game. Lovely feet on the left-hand side of the penalty area. Puts the ball in. But nobody there gambling on it. And that's where you probably need your striker in there. Your Aguero, your Jesus. Here's Kevin De Bruyne to take the corner. Whips it in. And it's pisted away by Navas. Straight to Neymar. Who's inside his own area. And Di Maria picks the ball up. Goes inside to Paredes, who's... I mean, the midfield three for Paris Saint-Germain so far have been absolutely phenomenal. They've controlled the game and not let any space in behind them at all. Verratti has been absolutely class. I mean, they've missed him massively in the Champions League this season. They've been fantastic in there. And here he comes again in the midfield to Paredes. Here's Florenzi. And Neymar getting away from Phil Foden well. And then Cancelo comes in. Wins the throw-in. And Neymar has gone down holding his hands. I mean, he does roll about a bit. For all the good play he does, get on the floor quite a bit, doesn't he? Neymar. Undoubtedly so skillful, though. Fantastic play. He's holding his arm, though. Because he's had shoulder injuries in the past. He's holding his elbow at the moment. I mean, this would be really unfortunate for him if he has to come off. I think he's going to be all right to continue. Yeah, I think he's going to be all right to play on Neymar. But I mean, again, if he was to go off, PSG would miss him massively. He's been fantastic. He's probably the best player on the pitch so far. Him and Verratti have been absolutely unplayable. And here is Verratti again finding he just seems to find passes when there's just no passes available in space. Another one there to Florenzi. Lovely foot by Florenzi. And then Neymar's in there and he goes down. And he's looking for the penalty. And Ederson jumps on the ball and the referee's not interested. There were shouts all over the park for the PSG players. And they're going to have to look at that. Because that looked like a penalty to me. I mean, I seen him go down. The ball was nowhere near the players. Here's Rodri to João Cancelo, who takes a shot from far. It's a poor shot. Goes flying over the crossbar. But that's going to be checked. I mean, he's getting bundled over by Mahrez. He does get a foot on the ball. It's just good defending. It's good defending by Riyad Mahrez back there. There's Paredes. Played out. Oh, I say played out from the back. It's going to fall to Bernardo Silva. And then Phil Foden. Good save by Navas. Really good save, Keylor Navas. It's PSG's own fault that the chance comes at him. And I think Foden, he has to pick a corner. He goes too centrally. And it is a good save by Navas, but it's a save he should be making. But PSG causing their own problems again with Paul playing out from the back. And Kyle says, surprised Neymar ran into the box with his broken arm. There's Stones. There's Rodri. Here comes City again, though, with Mahrez. Losing it in midfield. Verratti, fantastic again. Here's Mbappe as well. Tried to get away. I mean, he's not really got in the game yet, Kylian Mbappe. Cancelo's obviously got to be careful. He's on the yellow card. Kind of stuck his leg out. But he's not really been in the game, Kylian Mbappe, as of yet. With 2 minutes left. Till half-time, plus added time. I mean, they probably just need to get Mbappe in the game a little bit more. Here's Rodri, though, to Bernardo Silva. Idrissa Gueye's in there again. Here's Stones. Ruben Dias to Kevin De Bruyne. Good tackle in there from Marquinhos. Navas away. Di Maria wins the foul against Kyle Walker. And I mean, he's made quite a few fouls tonight, Kyle Walker. I'm surprised he hasn't got a yellow carded yet. So reckless. And that chance for Foden kind of snaps at it a little bit. It's probably the player they probably would have wanted it to fall to. He's on form at the moment. Pep's fuming. He is furious. With a minute to go till half-time, Paris Saint-Germain have the advantage on the night, 1-0. It's been a really high-class game, though. Even though Manchester City haven't been at their best, you can tell that the quality on show. It's going to be offside against Neymar. And City building it from the back again with Dias and Stones. Should find out how much added time we're going to have in a very short amount of time, probably about 20 seconds or so till we get the added time. Can City nick a goal before half-time? It's good by De Bruyne. Couldn't get to the loose ball, and here's Paredes. And Neymar, in a little pocket of space, picks the ball out to Mbappe on the left-hand side. Good feet by Mbappe. Still Mbappe. Loses out to Bernardo Silva. 1 minute of added time. I didn't think there were going to be much, but Bernardo Silva gives it away. And here's Mbappe again. And Mahrez concedes the throw-in. Going to be probably the last action of the first half. In a very action-packed first half with a lot of good football on display. Here he is, Mbappe. Holds it in the corner. Lovely feet to flick it to a Verratti. 1-2. Neymar, brilliant. Smacked away by Kyle Walker. And there's 30 seconds of the 1 minute added on in the first half Leicester play. Here's Kimpembe for PSG. Just need to keep it mistake-free for the last 30 seconds and you've got a very, very good half under your belts. And Baka, Mahrez done really well there to find Bernardo Silva. Back to Mahrez. Back to Bernardo Silva. Lovely football by Manchester City there. Rodri to Gundogan. Lovely feet away from Di Maria to find Phil Foden. Manchester City finally getting a little bit of rhythm to their passes. The 1 minute's up. Cancelo tries to dink one, it's blocked. And that is half-time. And a very good quality first half, I'd say. It's been a really, really decent game to watch. Of course, Marquinhos' header early on in the game has PSG ahead. The 1-0 lead for them. It's been a fantastic game so far. I think the quality's on display. PSG had taken advantage of that Manchester City downfall, though. They've nullified what they're good at, and they're really, really pressing high up the field. But that's it for the first half. We'll have a look at what's coming up on the channel. We'll whack it up just now. I'll just whack it up. Just give me 1 second. Let me take the ban off the screen, though, because it is half-time. It's half-time at 1-0. We'll take it off, and we will go Watchalong advert. So coming up on the Sports Corner channel tomorrow, me and Kieren for Man United versus AS Roma. I'll be covering that. Kieren will be covering Villarreal versus Arsenal. Join us tomorrow, same time. And then NFL Corner draft day 1 is tomorrow night, 12:50 a.m. But earlier in the day, there will be a mock draft video upload on the channel with Will. And then on Friday, 12:35 with Rowan, of course, the A-League Fridays. Love them. Perth Glory versus MacArthur Bulls. And then with Josh on, I think it's Sunday, Rangers versus Celtic for the Old Firm Scottish Premier League derby with Josh, 11:55. And then League One's back. Kieran and Josh love League One. It's such a fun league. AS Monaco versus Lyon for the title. 7:55. It's not for the title. Challenge for the title. And then on Monday, the darts is back for the Premier League darts. Night 10. Join Josh for that from 7:50. No, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. But I'm just going to go 5 minutes and eat my dinner. So everyone go have a piss, get some food, get ready for the second half. It's going to be very, very action-packed. I'll be back in about 5 minutes' time. 5 to 10 minutes I normally take to my dinner. So I'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes' time to look at the second half for you. But stay around. We'll stick some stuff on. We'll stick some stuff in the comments, like second half predictions. Put second half predictions in the comments if you're still here. Or something like that anyway. And I'll see you when I get back, because my dinner's going to get cold unless I don't eat it. So. Guess who's back again? Spoiler alert, it's me, I'm back. Half-time. Paris Saint-Germain won. Manchester City, no. I think for the changes at half-time, I think if Manchester City are going to make any, they need to bring a striker on. This false nine's not working. Bernardo Silva's not even getting involved in the game, really, as of much. He's more getting involved on the right-hand side where he's drifting out and swapping places with people. I mean, there's no real focal point in the team to pass to when they're coming forward. There's nothing really going forward for Manchester City. I mean, the chances that they've had have come from PSG's downfalls and mistakes that they've made themselves. So second half, they need a striker on, get Aguero on, get Sterling on, get Jesus. I know Sterling's not really a striker, but someone you can feed off up front. Get one of them on, and then see if there's a change. But Kyle did put the link to the website in the chat. Thank you very much, Kyle. And the link to the Twitter. Make sure you go and follow us at _top corner. Make sure you're over there for everything. That's the hub. Is Twitter. Everything goes up on there. Josh is fantastic with it. But we'll do the Watchalong advert just to sandwich it between halftime. We'll do it again. So coming up on the Sports Corner YouTube channel tomorrow with me and Kieren at 7:50 same time for Manchester United versus Roma and Villarreal versus Arsenal. The Europa League live watch-along tomorrow on the Sports Corner. Then the NFL Corner Draft Day 1 live at 12:50 a.m. with Will. That's nighttime, midnight. But earlier in the day, there will be an NFL video up. Will is doing a mock draft. And then Friday, A-League's returning with Rowan. 12:35 later time, Perth Glory versus MacArthur Bulls. And then Scottish Premier League is live for the Old Firm, 11:55 on Sunday with Josh. And then KL and Josh are back again later on in the day for AS Monaco versus Lyon, a clash at the top of League 1. And then Josh is back on Monday with the darts, 7:05 p.m. for Premier League darts, night 10. Who's going to take the trophy? Find out next week. Look at that. Bang. It'd have been good if the game had started the second half after I'd finished that. It'd been perfect. But no. Oh. There's some awful adverts in there. I don't know if you've seen the TikTok advert, but there are some awful adverts. But we should be back underway in the next couple of minutes, I think. I mean, I hope we're back underway in the next couple of minutes, so it's going to be a very boring couple of minutes because, I mean, apart from Manchester City, I don't think PSG have got to change anything. I think just keep playing how you are and you'll probably end up getting another goal. I mean, if Manchester City play the exact same way they did in the first half, there's going to be opportunities for PSG inside the second period. And I'm excited to watch the second half and see what happens. I'll just check my Sky bet as well, see if... Has Mbappe had a shot on target yet? No, Foden has. I don't know why I've Googled Mbappe. I meant to Google who scored. Have a look at this. I don't think he has had a shot on target from what I've watched. No, he's not. He's not had a shot on target yet. Have a shot, Kylian, lad. You need two. You need two on target for my 50 quid to come in. But it's been a really good game so far. I'm excited for the second half. It could be a set up a brilliant second leg anyway. There we are. It could set up a brilliant second leg in the semi-final for Manchester City and PSG at the Etihad, of course. What a beautiful city. I think just like Owen Hargreaves said that they get an away goal. It's fantastic for City because they're coming to a very tough place to play. Only a handful of teams win here, and you know they get an away goal. They're looking at 1-1, maybe a 2-1 loss, getting an away goal back to the Etihad. That's a good point from Joe Hart as well. They're going to be calm. Manchester City have done all this before in terms of the league, of course. I feel like they can't really play the same way. They need a striker up there. I think they need some sort of focal point up there to pass the ball to when it goes up there. And we are coming out for the second half finally. I think the winner of the Champions League is going to be one of these two teams. I think whoever goes through to the final will probably be the favourite and will probably end up winning it. So probably their hardest test so far, but obviously no disrespect to Real Madrid and Chelsea. I think PSG. I think it's PSG's year. I thought it was PSG's year last year, and they come up against a very, very good, formidable Bayern Munich side. But this year there seems to be something different. Of course, they beat Bayern Munich over the two legs, and they've put up a really good first half against a very good Manchester City side who are on top form. Of course, if that chance from Phil Foden had gone in, it might have been a different game. And Neymar has come out for the second half. He's got a cast on his arm, or sort of like a sleeve on his arm. So there's obviously some sort of discomfort with that. I don't think there's been any substitutions for either side as of yet. I think it's going to be Manchester City to get us underway for the second half with İlkay Gundogan. We are underway finally. Manchester City have picked the ball up inside PSG's half with Rodri and Mahrez. Obviously, some concerns for João Cancelo. He's got a yellow card, has to be careful. Is John Stones and Ruben Dias now. City getting an early little bit of a foot on the ball, building the pressure up, setting the tempo for the second half. They obviously want the goal. They need the goal. I think they need an away goal. That's really important. Ederson smacks it upfield, looking for Mahrez's run. Mitchell Bakker does well, headed it into the air, and then Rodri comes out of nowhere. And Paredes to just a Ghana gear. Thinking Kimpembe does really well. Neymar flicks it around the corner for Verratti, but John Stones is quick and he tries to dink one over the top four. De Bruyne, Kimpembe does really well to just read it and clear it downfield. That's not a good clearance by Kimpembe. That's going to be a foul by Bakker on Mahrez, and it's a good position for Manchester City now early in the second half to whip a ball in, get a delivery from De Bruyne or Mahrez, and silly foul by Bakker, to be fair, showing his inexperience, I think. Gonna have a ball into the box now from one of Mahrez and De Bruyne. Looks like it suits probably Mahrez. It's wide right of the pitch. Probably about 20 or so yards out. Mahrez runs over it. De Bruyne delivers a really good ball in, and Bakker heads it away. It's Foden picking it up to João Cancelo. Back to Foden. Back to Cancelo, and Manchester City having to recycle the ball now. De Bruyne on the right. Picks his head up and finds Gundogan. Here's Ruben Dias to Cancelo. Here's Rodri to Gundogan. Here's Mahrez, and Manchester City enjoying a lot of possession early on in the first half. Here's Bernardo Silva to De Bruyne, tries to dink it in, and it cannons back off him and goes out of play for a goal kick. But the intent from Man City's there. They've started much better. Nobody in the box, though, like I said, when the ball goes in. I mean, focal point, there's none. There's nobody in the box, nobody making the run, nobody on the end of those balls from Kevin De Bruyne. It's Kimpembe. It's poor clearance by Kimpembe. Here's Gundogan. De Bruyne's pass is not good, and Mbappe's onto it in a flash, and he flies past Ruben Dias, and Kyle Walker recovers really well. Here's John Stones. Here's Cancelo. Here's De Bruyne. Good pass out on City, finally finding some space behind that four in midfield. Here's Bernardo Silva. To De Bruyne. Rodri. Mahrez. Gundogan again. Foden. Cancelo. Does well. Still with Cancelo. Foden left hand side of the box, whips the ball in. Cancelo goes down in pain, holding his ankles. His shins, I think it was. The ref's not having it. The ref said no way, get up. And Foden's cross goes out of play for a goal kick. A throw in on the other side. Maybe a little bit of an unintentional stomp on the foot from Di Maria as he was trying to win the ball back on João Cancelo. PSG, lovely play to get out from the back, and Neymar. Verratti caught in possession. Here's Bernardo Silva back out to Kyle Walker. Here's John Stones now for Manchester City. Definitely started better in the second half than they did in the first half. A lot more passes, a lot more rhythm. Just no real end product. Diaz. That's not a good pass. That's going to go out of play for a goal kick to Manchester City. Tried to switch to Riyad Mahrez. Wasn't on. And ended up smashing the ball out of play. And we just tick over to the 50th minute mark. Apologies, I am knackered. I was up early because I had work this morning. Here's Verratti. Here's Rodri. Cancelo. Here's John Stones. Here's Walker. To Gundogan. Out to João Cancelo. Back to Rodri now. Here's Ruben Dias. To Gundogan. Out wide to João Cancelo. A little bit of space behind Florenzi. Lovely feet by him. Into the box. Good foot in there by Di Maria. Foden. Gundogan. Rodri. Back out to Stones. There's Walker. City having to recycle the ball again. Resolute defending in that shape from PSG at the moment. There's Rodri. Floats it out to Mahrez. Here's Gundogan. De Bruyne in a little bit of space. Past one. Gustraganage clears it away. Here's Rodri. Cancelo. Another good tackle by Di Maria. And then he gets his foot in front of De Bruyne and wins the foul. Really good defensive play by Angel Di Maria of all players. Jermaine Genius is fuming. Jermaine Genius is fuming. He don't think it's a foul. It is a foul. It's smart play from Di Maria, to be fair. Here's Neymar. Di Maria tried to put a foot in, but it's cleared away. And Cancelo looks a little bit more switched on in this second half. PSG not really had any shots on target, or any sustainable possession in the second half so far. It's been all Manchester City. And Gundogan drops the shoulder and gets away from Neymar. Here's Foden to De Bruyne. Cancelo in a space. Cancelo onto his left foot. Dinks one in. It's caught by Navas. Poor cross. And he balls it out to Neymar. Takes it past Rodri. Rodri does really well and gives the foul away. I mean, he is fuming, Rodri. But he did have two hands on Neymar as Neymar was trying to get past. Kind of obstruction. Pulling the shirt. Free kick to PSG. It was pulling the back of his shirt. It is a foul. And Pep Guardiola gives a little bit of a punch to the gate that he sat next to. He's fuming as well. Everyone's fuming on the pitch. I think Pep will appreciate the job that Paris Saint-Germain are doing on his team, though. I mean, he's by far the greatest coach of all time. Maybe not manager, but greatest coach of all time, Pep Guardiola. And he knows exactly what he's doing at all times. But so far tonight, PSG have been very, very good at nullifying what Manchester City are good at. And here's Keylor Navas. And PSG playing out from the back, of course, had a few issues with this earlier in the game. Di Maria does give the ball away again. Here's Cancelo to Foden. Here's De Bruyne to Rodri. Oof. Advantage played. Here's João Cancelo to De Bruyne. Plays the ball in. It's cleared away by Marquinhos. And Di Maria away. Here's Mbappe. It's Neymar, actually. It's a throw into Mbappe. Jacob's back. He says, hi. Are you all right, Jacob, mate? Pep Guardiola trying to cheer his team on. It's ball over top of Mbappe. Flag stays down. Wide on the right. Can he get his shot off? He's into the box. Decides not to shoot. Onto his right foot. Ball across! And Verratti was inches away from sliding it home. Brilliant play by Kylian Mbappe, though. And Verratti, it's similar to the chance that Neymar had in the last game against Bayern Munich, where he just slid in on the line. And Kyle Walker just put the ball behind for a corner, but a massive chance for PSG to double their game. Ball in. Di Maria flicks the header on. It's over the bar. Cancelo looking for the ball to Foden down the line. Florenzi cuts it out. Di Maria and Florenzi play a nice 1-2. And then Florenzi's passing to midfield to caught out by Gundogan. And as we enter the final 33 and a bit minutes of this game, I mean, Manchester City definitely come into the second half the better side. But PSG obviously just had that chance that showed that they can be deadly at any point, even without the ball. And here's Rodri. Gundogan. Back to Rodri. Here's Kyle Walker. Out to Bernardo Silva, inside one, plays it to Gundogan into the box, takes a touch, lets it roll across his body, back onto his right foot, in a little bit of space, gives the ball away though, and then Mbappe's passes a poor pass, and then Diaz to De Bruyne, still De Bruyne, Idrissa Gana, fantastic defending, Foden's still got the ball, Gundogan just outside the area to Riyad Mahrez on the right, taken down. And the ball's blasted away by Baka. Ref says play on. And it's João Cancelo. City dominating possession. Here's Mahrez on the right-hand side. Up against Verratti. Rodri in a little bit of space in the middle. Dinks one to the back stick for Cancelo. Just inside the box. Tries to take it past Di Maria. But Di Maria takes a lovely touch and gets past Cancelo into the midfield. Past Foden. Goes to play the ball. What a pass to Kylian Mbappe. But Ederson's out fantastically fast. Fantastically fast? Really fast. What a pass from Angel Di Maria, though. And Mbappe was in and Ederson had to come out very quickly. Here's Di Maria. Di Maria. Neymar. Mbappe. I mean, it wasn't really the right pass to play for Neymar. Ruben Dias made a really good tackle. Here's De Bruyne to Gundogan. A little bit of space open up for City. But Bernardo Silva loses the ball, but it's a really good recovery challenge to take the ball off Paredes and get the ball back to Kyle Walker. 30 minutes left. Very high intense. High tempo from both sides. It looks like either side could score every time they go forward. City lacking a little bit of cutting edge right now up front. Get a striker on. I think we might start to see something changing there. There's Mahrez picking it up on the right-hand side. Out to Kyle Walker. Baka gets there first. Tries to clear it. It's not a really good clearance. Straight back to Mahrez. Here's De Bruyne. To Rodri. Foden. Back at the feet of Rodri. Then Bernardo Silva. Then Mahrez. To Rodri. Back to Mahrez. Outside the area. Tries to dink one for Foden. Headed away back in Pembe. De Bruyne! Tried the overhead kick, spectacular. And it flew over the top of the crossbar. Just realised we don't have the fucking banner up for the second half. There we go, boys. There is going to be a sub, though, straight away. 60 minutes is up. Cancelo's off. And Zinchenko's on. When he's on that yellow card, they won't want him banned for the second leg. It's a good clearance to Neymar. He takes it down well and wins the foul off Ruben Dias. Sorry about that, boys. I had to clean my glasses. Here's Riyad Mahrez. Back to Kyle Walker now. To Rodri. There's Stones and Gundogan. And back to Dias. Turns and finds Phil Foden. A little bit of a bad back pass from Foden, but Ruben Dias has to whack it upfield and surrender possession again. Here's Marquinhos. Trissagana, Gay, Paredes. Long ball over the top. Not going to get to anybody, that. And Ederson going to collect the ball. And Manchester City can come again. 28 minutes left for Manchester City to try and find a response to that Marquinhos header in the first half. Here's Ruben Dias. Zinchenko. Foden. Zinchenko again. Good tackle by Trissagana again. There's Di Maria accelerating away from Gundogan. Di Maria still inside. Good tackle from Zinchenko. Then Gundogan and Zinchenko do well to get it clear. That's an awful pass from Zinchenko. Straight to Florenzi. Then Marquinhos can pick the ball up and find Neymar. Here's Idrissa Gana Gueye. Not a good pass from him. Zinchenko cuts that out and he finds De Bruyne. It breaks from him in a little bit of space. Good pass on to Bernardo Silva. Out wide to Riyad Mahrez. Kyle Walker's bursting past him and Kyle Walker pulls it across. And Marquinhos puts it over the top of the crossbar for a corner. Just nobody there when he pulls the ball back, Kyle Walker. Really quick to get into the box. There's Foden. Zinchenko. De Bruyne. Dinks one into the back stick and he's gone all the way in. Oh, it's poor. It's really poor. But it's gone all the way in. And of course, who else but Kevin De Bruyne would score on a massive night for Manchester City. And they do have the away goal that they wanted. And it's via Kevin De Bruyne's cross that has flown all the way in past Keylor Navas and sailed in. From the corner, it comes to Phil Foden. And he finds Zinchenko. Zinchenko lays an easy pass off to De Bruyne. He's about 30 yards out. Puts a curling ball into the back post. Everyone's caught napping. Navas leaves it thinking it's going to go wide, I think, or he might get distracted by the running field of John Stones. And it just nestles in the net, bounces and goes in. Nobody touches it. And Kevin De Bruyne equalises for Manchester City. And I mean, they've deserved it. The second half's been all Man City. And they do have the away goal and the equaliser on the night. I mean, it's a really, really disappointing one. If you're Keylor Navas, you should be easily getting to that. I mean, it just it floats past him. I think he's probably expecting John Stones to try and get on it or something. But, you know, you see those going every now and again. And now it's 1-1. And it's Kevin De Bruyne again for Manchester City. And now PSG's hard work has been all but made redundant pretty much. Crap goalkeeper. Is just a Gana Gueye to Marquinhos. Good pass into midfield for Di Maria. A little bit of a poor pass to Neymar, but is John Stones. Zinchenko, De Bruyne. Oh, tries the passes. Here's Rodrigo to Bernardo Silva. Riyad Mahrez. City look like they're going to go on and win this, I think. 25 minutes, 24 plus added time left. City looking by far the better side. PSG have not got going in the second half as of yet. It's a good pass to Zinchenko. He's offside. There's Kimpembe. Verratti. Spins on the ball to get away from Bernardo Silva really well. Still going. Loses the ball. Wins the free kick. Baka couldn't get onto that one. And I mean, PSG, Neymar's fuming at Baka. I think PSG should be fuming because, I mean, the first half, they could have been 2 or 3-0 up. The chance of Verratti early on in the second half. And all that hard work has been undone by a poor piece of defending and a poor piece of goalkeeping. But fair play Man City. They have deserved to score. They've been by far and away the better side in the second half. They have dominated the game in the second proceedings. And Gundogan does a little roulette to find De Bruyne. Out to John Stones. Here's Bernardo Silva. Walker to Rodri. Diaz and Gundogan. It's lovely football from City here just to get away from the press. And it's Kyle Walker giving the ball away to Verratti. Just as I said, they were playing lovely football out of the press. Verratti wins the ball back. But somehow it's ended up with Keylor Navas's feet. So that tells you the way that's gone. Here's Florenzi. Navas whacks that one downfield. Mbappe tries to win the header and he goes down. There's De Bruyne. Lovely pass to Foden. Here's Gundogan. Cross to Kyle Walker. Mahrez. Bernardo Silva now. Up against Verratti. Takes him on the right-hand side. Here's Kyle Walker. Back to Rodri. Here's Foden. Gundogan. Lovely passing from City on the edge of the area. De Bruyne and Gundogan play a little 1-2. And here's Rodri to De Bruyne. Gundogan again. And it's just pass for Manchester City. Mahrez. Foden. Taken down. Free kick. In a very, very good place to give I say good place to give a free kick away. Good place to win a free kick, sorry. That's going to be a yellow card for Leandro Paredes. PSG getting played off the park at the moment by Manchester City. The passing, it was just around him. Lovely passing from City. And at the moment, Manchester City have a really good chance from this free kick. It's so central and perfect for Kevin De Bruyne to just hit it up and over. Maybe a little bit too close. I mean, Mahrez is there as well. We know he can score a free kick. Gundogan's there. Ruben Dias might be staking a claim for it. But I think this is perfect for Kevin De Bruyne. With just entering the last 20 minutes of the game. Will it be Kevin De Bruyne? Will it be another night that Kevin De Bruyne a masterclass for Manchester City? And we're going to see now. Gundogan and Mahrez are still there. De Bruyne, it's got to be Kevin De Bruyne. Got to be Kevin De Bruyne. It's perfect for Kevin De Bruyne, this. It is Mahrez, and it's in! Oh, what a fantastically worked set piece, and Manchester City have completed the turnaround. And it's 2-1 in Paris to Manchester City. I mean, it was so well worked. It's De Bruyne. Everyone thinks De Bruyne is destined to hit this. It goes through the Paris wall, which just dissipates as the ball's hit and flies through Kimpembe and Paredes, who create a massive gap perfectly well enough for the ball to fly through. Verratti under it. He's fuming, and the ball hits the back of the net. Keylor Navas had no idea. And Manchester City lead in Paris. Now a crap wall, for fuck's sake, PSG. What were the wall doing there? Why did they come across? Why did they come apart? Why did they come apart? But fair play, Man City. Everyone's thinking that's Kevin De Bruyne's to hit. But Riyad Mahrez hits it. And Riyad Mahrez scores it. Caught everyone out and caught me out for sure. And Manchester City lead in Paris with 19 minutes left to go. And PSG, after having one of the best first halves probably of the season, trail to Manchester City in Paris. And now they look rattled. Here's Baka, though, to Kylian Mbappe. Up against John Stones. The first time he's really seen the ball. Here's Paredes to Di Maria. Still Di Maria. Out to Baka. Back to Di Maria. Goes to float onto the back stick for Neymar, who chests it down, flicks away from a few men, and Diaz clears it away. And Marquinhos takes down De Bruyne. That's going to be a foul on De Bruyne. Didn't get anywhere near the ball there, Marquinhos. What a game of football we've had here, lads. It's been the tale of two halves, to be honest. PSG first half were fantastic. Manchester City second half so far have been absolutely unplayable. And they've got 2 goals in to 28 or so minutes. It's been a fantastic turnaround for Manchester City. Fair play to them. I mean, PSG have barely threatened in the second half either. I mean, it'll be impressive if PSG can get something out of this game now, because they are the ones in a disadvantage, of course. City go back to Manchester having 2 away goals and a 1-goal advantage overall in the tie. And that's going to be a foul on Ruben Dias by Neymar and a yellow card for the Brazilian, showing a bit of frustration after following through. And it's obviously like the flip of a coin. This and PSG are they need to keep composed a little bit. There's still going to be another chance, I think, for Paris Saint-Germain. There's got to be. They're too good of a team not to have a big chance in the last 15 minutes. I think no matter what now, it's a good result for Man City. They're not going to lose this game by 4 or 5-2. So if they were to lose this game 3-2, it's still a fantastic result for them. I mean, they've got a massive chance of it advancing to a Champions League final. There's Kevin De Bruyne. Away from Idris Gallagher, still with the ball to Mahrez. Tries to dink one to Foden! And it's a good save. Straight at Navas again. A little glancing header from Foden. Smart play from Mahrez as well. He's been really good tonight. Here's Keylor Navas to Kimpembe now. And PSG have to start moving the ball a little bit quicker than they have in the second half altogether. Here's Marquinhos. Neymar. Headed out of play. It's a throw into PSG. The tail's up for Paris Saint-Germain. I mean, they are really, really under the cosh right now against the Manchester City team playing at the highest level of their game. Is Kimpembe. Not a good pass. And Mbappe's barely seen the ball in the second half. There's John Stones. 15 minutes left on the clock in Paris. I'm actually not surprised because PSG is so crap and do bad in the Champions League. I mean, they've got to the semi-final for the last 2 years, so they can't be that crap. They did just beat Bayern Munich as well, so again, they can't be that crap. It's just a one-game thing. They could come out in the Etihad and play really well. I mean, Man City are a very good team. You can't take that away from them. It's always going to be a tough task to beat them. Well, I mean, Paris Saint-Germain, they got the goal early on, and it's individual mistakes, which it happens to everybody. It could happen to Man City in the Etihad, like I say. And that's lovely football, though, from City. And to be fair, they've played some lovely stuff. They deserve to be winning, just based on the second half. Jacobs is back again. Welcome back, Jacob, mate. Hope you're all right. That's going to be a foul by Idrissa Gueye on Gundogan. I don't even know if he's going to book him here. It was a bad tackle by Idrissa Gueye. And they're checking for a potential red card. Gundogan's going to have some treatment here, but I feel like... I mean, Jermaine Genius is saying this is an awful challenge, but I think he would. And it's a red card! And Idrissa Gueye is off. It's 10 men. And it's gone from bad to worse for PSG. Oh, and it is a shocker. Oh, it is a poor challenge. And Mauricio Pochettino knows it. It is a very, very poor challenge by Idrissa Gueye. And like I said, it's gone from bad to worse. That is poor. I mean, under pressure as well. I mean, there's 12 minutes left. This could get a little bit ugly for PSG. After such a good first half, we're going to see the tackle again. The ball's played by Gundogan, and Idrissa Gueye, it is an awful challenge. It is an awful challenge. Kieren, I'm doing some interviews now for my channel. Any chance I can interview someone of these? Maybe, mate. Maybe we could do that sometime. That is a poor challenge from Idrissa Gueye. Neymar, head in his shirt. He looks dejected. I mean, and you would be, because he's carried his team for the first 45 minutes. It's going to be a substitution for PSG as well. Danilo Pereira's coming on for what a disgrace of a challenge. Deserves a red. It could have seriously injured him. It was right on his ankle, right on the back of his ankle. And of course, if you feel the back of your ankle, you've got a very sensitive part of skin there. And it was straight the bottom of his studs on that part. And it's going to be Angel Di Maria who's coming off for Danilo Pereira. I think PSG now, it's damage limitations. Hold on to this 2-1 defeat. I'll message you guys on Twitter. I'm called FieryBush24. No worries, mate. That's fine. But yeah, guys, tomorrow, Man United, Roma, Villarreal, Arsenal. You looking forward to those games? I'm looking forward to seeing Man United play. Hopefully we can get the tie over and done with in the first leg against Roma to avoid any further casualties, get into a Europa League final. That's what it's called. And then absolutely spank up whoever we have in the final. But Manchester City coming again with Bernardo Silva on the right-hand side. Pass back into De Bruyne. De Bruyne dinks it back stick. Nobody's there. Nobody was there, and it's going to go out of play. But Manchester City now will feel that they have a massive opportunity to put the side to bed. Here's Verratti to Pereira. PSG still obviously got players on the pitch that can affect this game with Neymar and Mbappe. Just need to get them in the game a little bit. Here's Mitchell Bakker. Here's Mbappe, but surrounded by blue shirts, and Rodri clear it away. That's great passing from City. And here they come again with Bernardo Silva. Riyad Mahrez. Kimpembe does really well. Here's Pereira away from one. Kicks it into the chest of Bernardo Silva, and Mahrez wins the ball back. Here's Zinchenko. De Bruyne to Gundogan. Here's Bernardo Silva. Goes into the area, still going. Gets it back to Riyad Mahrez. Here's Rodri. Drives into the area, still going, Rodri. Still going, and he whips it across. And nobody was there. There's Mitchell Bakker here. Backed into his own corner, and he wins the throw for his side. I think there's going to be some substitutions for some sides. Ander Herrera's going to come on for I think that's Paredes. Yeah, Paredes off, Herrera on. Is that the only substitution? I think it is, yeah. Ander Herrera, ex-Man United against Manchester City, of course. I'd love if he could score a goal. I absolutely love Ander Herrera. That's a poor touch by Bakker, though, and here's Ilkay Gundogan. to Mahrez. Back to Gundogan, who seems all right after that challenge now. Here's Diaz to Zinchenko. Gundogan again. Driving a little bit on the edge of the area. Zinchenko on the left-hand side. He's back into the middle for De Bruyne. Just outside the area, Manchester City. Switches the play to Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez takes it past Neymar. Still with the ball, Mahrez. And he dribbles it eventually out of play. And Baka is Neymar. Gives the ball away. It's poor. Here's John Stones. To Ruben Diaz. Here's Rodri. To De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva. Manchester City coming again. Silva out to Mahrez. De Bruyne again. Poor pass, but poor from Baka, and Mahrez takes a touch and shoots. It's just wide. And Riyad Mahrez is looking very dangerous for Manchester City. I mean, 6 minutes left in this game. City could have 4 or 5 if it keeps going this way. PSG are getting caught in their own half. The press is so high, they can't get out. And they might have a chance here with Mbappe. It's fantastic. Kylian Mbappe looking for the pass to Neymar. It's not a good pass. And if that pass was to come off, Neymar would have been in. Here come Manchester City, though, with Gundogan out to Zinchenko on the left-hand side. Back to Gundogan. Zinchenko into the midfield for Bernardo Silva. Wide right to De Bruyne. Even wider to Riyad Mahrez. He's got Kyle Walker on his overlap. Chooses to go inside to Gundogan, who's in the centre of the field, just outside the area. Here's Rodri. And all the way back to John Stones now. Here's Riyad Mahrez. Outside the box, Gundogan, lovely dummy by De Bruyne. Zinchenko. Gundogan. Dinks one over the top. Oh, Baka and Navas. Bit of a miscommunication there, but they both ended up leaving it. Letting it go out of play for a goal kick. Any Premier League watch-alongs coming up? I'm not sure. I think there might be one on Sunday for Man United Liverpool. I'm at work, unfortunately, so I can't do it. But maybe one of the boys will do it. You'll have to ask Josh about that one, Daz, mate. Is Danilo Pereira, though, to Florenzi. That's a foul by De Bruyne. And that's going to be a yellow card. The Paris players are absolutely surrounding the referee. They're round him. They are fuming with him. I'm not really sure what they're saying, but it's a yellow card to De Bruyne nevertheless. I have no idea what... They're trying to say it's the same tackle. But we're going to see it again. It's a little bit lower down, but... It's going to be a yellow card for De Bruyne. It was a late challenge, though. Definitely a yellow card, but I think someone's going to have to get some treatment here. I don't actually know who it was on. I'm not sure. Kylian Mbappe has been called over. Oh, game play on. There's Marquinhos to Neymar. Loses the ball out and Foden. Foden. Lovely by Phil Foden. Into the box. Straight at Navas, though. Magical from Foden. He moved like a bloody sheet of paper through those defenders there. Here's Baka, though, back to Kimpembe. And PSG can't get out of their own final third, their own back third at the minute. They can't get out. They are absolutely sandwiched into their back line. Neymar's having to come really deep to pick it up, and he is on the ball here. Here's Neymar taking it past a couple of teams and tackled by, I think it was Gundogan in there. It's a free kick And it's getting a little bit tetchy in there. I'm not going to lie, it's a little bit tense. And Neymar goes down again. Gundogan this time wins the ball, but Rodri, it's a poor pass, and Marquinhos can pick the ball up. Here's Ander Herrera, first time with the ball, goes down, wins the foul against Rodri. Who do you think will win the Champions League? Do you know what? I think I'm going to say PSG. I'm going to say they can overturn this at the Etihad because they are a fantastic team, but I think it might be their year this year. But other than that, I think probably I'd say the winner of this would have the winner of this is going to win the Champions League, I think. But Chelsea and Chelsea Real Madrid could definitely put a spanner in the works. The ball into the box is headed out. Ander Herrera dinks it back in. And it's headed on by Marquinhos. Danilo's going to keep it in. Outside the area. He's not really got anywhere to go. Tries to dink one in. I think he's won a corner there. No. Great defending by Bernardo Silva. And it's a goal kick to City. And with 1 minute left on the clock, there's another substitution being used. I think it was a substitution anyway. No? Was it just a kick that wasn't supposed to be taken at the referee's whistle? The referee did that. So I think, substitution must be coming on. Nah, no subs. No sub yet. But final minute yet. And it's been a really good game. A very fun game to watch for a neutral. And De Bruyne slipped over on the ball, but he's still got the ball. Here's Gundogan. Out wide to Bernardo Silva. And Mahrez has been absolutely phenomenal tonight. I'm not going to lie. It, defensively and offensively, has been fantastic. And here he is finding Rodri. Here's Riyad Mahrez. Here's Bernardo Silva. To Mahrez. Walker. About to enter the 90th minute and see how much added time we've got left. And here's Kevin De Bruyne. 4 minutes of added time at the Parc des Princes. Rodri. Out to Mahrez. Takes a chest down up against Mitchell Bakker. Takes it onto his right foot. Finds Rodri in the middle. Sets up for him. Tries a little dinker over the top. Florenzi chests it back to Navas. PSG now come forward and Neymar picks the ball up and flicks it to Ander Herrera. Turns on the ball. He's got no one to pass it to. Still with the ball though. Pokes it to Neymar, who's taken out. It's a free kick in the middle of the park. And Ruben Dias left one on Neymar there. And with 3 minutes on the clock, it was that. Yeah, it was a foul on Ander Herrera in the midfield, and 3 minutes left for PSG to try and find an equaliser in this tie. Here's Florenzi. Herrera again. Little pull on the back by Gundogan. And I think everyone's going to go forward for this. It's a good chance to get a ball into the box. Neymar's over it. Everyone has gone forward for this. It's going to be Neymar to deliver it into the box. It's a good delivery in, and John Stones heads it away. Walker smacks it clear. Verratti takes it down well. Takes it away from De Bruyne really well as well, and then goes down and wins the foul. De Bruyne got to be careful. It's on a yellow card. Here's Neymar. Out to Bakker. Kimpembe to Bakker. And he has not had a good game. I know he's 20, but he's not had a good game. He has not had a good game at left-hand side. Going forward, he's been poor. Of course, something needs to work, and he's only 20, like I said, but he's really disjointing the play for PSG at the moment. Verratti does get that ball and find Neymar, though. And now they can come forward, and Neymar tries to find Mbappe. It's not a good pass, as Zinchenko tackles the ball away. Gundogan now to Foden. Rodri. Foot in there from Herrera. And with a minute and a half left, PSG have got to find something here. If PSG can't run home, don't know how they're going to do it away. Unfortunately, I don't see PSG scoring two without reply. Stranger things have happened, to be fair. I think the Champions League, we went to the Etihad and won 2-0. PSG are a far better side than we are, That ball over the top by Herrera looking for Mbappe, and Ruben Dias kind of pushed him to the floor. Mbappe definitely looking for it. 1 minute left, though, in this tie. Here's Zinchenko. Gundogan. Rodri. Here's Gundogan. Bernardo Silva. Rodri, Foden. Tackle from Kimpembe is a good one. That's not a good pass by Daniel Pereira. It falls for De Bruyne. Flies over and didn't take a deflection. In the last 20 seconds of this game, it's going to be a corner for Man City. Daz said, watch your prediction for Sunday, 3-0 Man United. I don't know. Why not? With 12 seconds left, here's Kevin De Bruyne. Mahrez. Bernardo Silva. To Foden. Thinks about shooting. Takes a touch. Finds De Bruyne, who goes past him. And that's it. It's full time. And Paris Saint-Germain have been absolutely picked apart in that second half by Manchester City. Riyad Mahrez, the man on the screen on the right-hand side over there, over the other side of Mario Riccardi, who didn't even see the pitch. Absolutely unplayable tonight. He was fantastic. Will said 4-4. That'd be a good game, wouldn't it? Yeah, what a fantastic game of football tonight. 2-1. Two really good teams going at it. I mean, first half, PSG were fantastic. Phenomenal even, I'd say. Neymar was unplayable. Di Maria was doing really well. Of course, Marquinhos scored the goal from the set piece. Second half, it was awful from PSG. Didn't really get a foot on the ball, but that's compliments to Manchester City, who were absolutely fantastic. Dominated the second half and got the goals through De Bruyne and Mahrez. Now, they were helped a lot by PSG's sloppy defending and the fact that they couldn't actually get out of their own half in the second half. But that is all for the game, boys. Thank you very much for joining me. We'll play the advert. We'll tell you what's to come on the Sports Corner YouTube channel in the near future. So we'll play that right now. So coming up tomorrow, of course, is the Europa League live watch-on for the semi-final first legs at 7:50 same time as today for Man United versus Roma and Villarreal versus Arsenal. That's me and Kieren L. Then tomorrow, NFL Corner, 12:50 a.m. That is at the night with Will. But there's going to be a mock draft up earlier in the day whenever Will uploads that. Then Friday, A-League is back at 12:35 p.m. Later time for Owen to start. He's got a little bit of a line for Perth Glory versus MacArthur Bulls. And then Josh is back on the 2nd of May, Sunday, for 11:55 a.m. for the Old Firm derby, Rangers versus Celtic in the SPFL. And then Ligue 1 returns because we love Ligue 1. It's been fantastic this year. Josh and Kieran, 7:55 for Monaco versus Lyon. And then the darts is back 5th of May, 7:05 p.m. with Josh. You all love the darts. Premier League Darts Night 10. That returns on Monday. Make sure you're there. But thank you very much, guys, for joining me today. Make sure you are back tomorrow for me and Kieran. I don't know why I'm pointing at the door because that's not where he is. Me and Kieran will be back tomorrow. 2 Kierans on tomorrow. So, like I said, guys, United Arsenal, United Roma, Arsenal Villarreal. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you, everyone, for commenting and being so keeping me entertained. Even though that was a very good game. A very good game. It's not one of them games, and you know me. I normally sit there and watch 0-0s or 1-0s, the boring games. But that game was really good and really entertaining. So, like I said, guys, make sure you're there tomorrow. Thank you very much for joining me, and have a good night's sleep. See you later, guys.